Good evening, ladies as well as gentlemen. Papa Boris here with some more Hearthstone Tavern Brawl. This week's rules are fairly simple to understand. Basically, anytime you cast a spell, a random minion of the same cost is summoned for you. So I put together a Shaman deck. Why? Because I have a daily quest for Shaman, and it seemed easier than Warlock, which was my other option. I just made a bunch of spells go in a deck. Is this going to work? I honestly don't have any idea. But I figured for my first time in the Brawl, I'd give it a shot, not actually putting any minions in the deck, but instead just having tons of spells. Shamans do have a lot of removal spells, cheap ones, so this is going to be kind of an aggro deck, I suppose. Although we'll see. You do run out of spells because there aren't any neutral spells. Unless you put in every single spell of your class, you're not actually going to be able to fill your deck up entirely with spells. But I just got some fire elementals in here. Yeah, well, I have no idea what I'm doing. Let's just mulligan that back and see what happens. Mage, I guess, is a pretty good class for this, just because mages have the Fireball and the Polymorph, which give 4 mana minions, which is a pretty good place to be at. I could just go all the way to the face. I mean, no one's going to play with any healing cards. I doubt she's going to run like an antique heal bot, so I could just go total face. Looks like she's thinking the same thing. Finds a lightning bolt, finds a mana worm off of her arcane missiles. Fair enough. So I could lightning bolt this mana worm. If I do, then I can't play lava shock or make a totem next turn without using the coin. I think what I'm gonna do is I'm actually gonna pass. I'd like to yeah, I'd like to just wait and see what she does. So I can lightning bolt, coin, lava shock, get rid of the overload, and have turn 3 be totally clear. Is that smart though? I don't think that's actually any smart. No, that's dumb. She got a very lucky flip, honestly, because the fact that this doesn't die to lava shock hurts. Alright, she's gonna play a mirror image. I imagine every mage is gonna actually no mirror image. I believe I've read that if you, I did do a little bit of reading, if you play something that has its cost reduced, you get the reduced cost, so she'd only get like a target dummy or a wisp if she actually used mirror image off of this. Anyway, we got lucky, so we're gonna lightning bolt the worm, get a web spinner, which is actually not a bad flip. And now, let's see, do I lightning bolt this thing or do I lava shock it? If I lava shock it, there's really not a whole lot I can do. I'd rather coin lava shock next turn and get ready for turn 4. Yeah, I think that makes sense. So, do this. This is not a good flip. Obviously, it dies to the mage's hero power. If she has another arcane missile or an arcane explosion, that would be annoying to deal with, because it would be likely to kill both of my things. Oh my god, she actually doesn't have arcane missile or arcane explosion. That's very fortunate. She pings the web spinner, which is odd because that gives me value. Alright, I see. So there's nothing for me to lava shock here. I don't really see the point. Why not though? If I coin the lava shock, I get a 2-mana minion. But then, oh yeah, then these overload crystals go away, then I can actually make a totem. Yeah, I think that actually makes sense to do. I haven't really played with lava shock much. It's a bit of a weird card. Oh yeah, having coin gives you target dummy or wisp. So that's kind of a nice thing about being second. Got a whirling Zap-O-Matic, which is a very good flip. In fact, I think I'm going to put Ancestral Spirit on that baby and get another minion. Oh, we got Millhouse. Oh my god. Mages, though, so good because things like Blizzard and Flame Strike clear your enemy board and give you really good creatures, 6 mana or 7 mana minions. She started rocking all of those. Regrettably, I can't Bloodlust next turn because I have used my coin. Flame Cannon. Does it get Millhouse? She also gets a pretty good flip. This is pretty much the second best thing you can flip off of a random 2-mana minion. Millhouse is the best. This is the second best. Now, do I hex this thing? I mean, I do have a couple of hexes. Lava Burst would stop me from being able to Bloodlust next turn, but I could still make a Panther and hex. Yeah, I think let's just do this. Keep this Whirling Zap-O-Matic ready to go, so that if it dies, it'll come back, and she basically has to kill it twice. Now, the overload does suck that I'm not able to do Bloodlust for the win, but I feel like that was worth it to keep both of my creatures out. And we're still a turn away from Blizzard, which she's no doubt running. Secret? Secrets are actually... Oh, man, Mage Secrets are pretty good. You get a 3-mana minion. Oh, man, Mages are clearly a really good class for this. Alright, now let me see if I can win. Well, it's hard to say. I don't know what the secret is. If assuming it's not ice armor, this would hit her for 12. I mean, I do have lethal if that's not ice armor. The problem is if I check for ice armor, with Millhouse, I can't kill these swords. Alright, I'm gonna kill the swords and get a card. Ah, it was duplicate. Could have killed her. Well, now I can hit her down to 1. And you know what? I'm just gonna do it. I think that's worth it. I really don't expect anybody to be running healing cards. Although, why not? That seems like a pretty good strategy. Hit your opponent in the face with all your spells. And then, after you do that, you get minions while you do it. Yeah, maybe that is a good strategy. Maybe you should run healing cards like Antique Healbot. Clearly, though, this was a random flip. Obviously, that was phenomenal because it dealt a lot of damage to her.
What to do?
So this game, I don't think really showed me being a very good deck builder for this Brawl. Just someone who got a lucky flip. But anyway, that was that. So there's the Brawl this week. I would have made a deck in advance, but this has that weird interface where you can only have one Brawl deck active at a time. I don't know why it doesn't let you pick from your regular decks. So anyway, that was Shaman. I guess let's go ahead and try Warlock. Okay. Again, that's just because I have a daily quest for this, not because it's actually good. So let's put the Mortal Coils in here. Power of Whelming seems to make sense because you're going to have random minions that you can use that on. Soulfire seems fine. Corruption? Probably not, unless I'm really desperate. Dark Bomb and Demon Fire are obvious choices. Demon Wrath? That would just probably kill everything. But who knows? Let's do it. Drain Life in there. Shadow Bolt. Since demons, that's interesting. So I would basically get 2 worthless imps unless I put some demons into the deck. Random 3-mana minion and 2 worthless. Alright, let's do that. And then I'll make sure my random other cards are demons. Implosion is pretty obvious. Hellfire, I don't know. That could catch you back up and it gives you a 4-drop, but I believe that actually damages the thing that spawns. I believe that damaging effects will damage the minion that just comes out. Should I go for Void Terror? Alright, let's try it. I don't know if that actually is going to work or not. Imp Gang Boss, maybe? I'm not sure about. Bane of Doom seems logical. I should probably... another Demon Heart would actually probably be good, but I'm not going to craft it for this Brawl. Yeah, let's put some Doom Guards in here for some finishing power. Siphon Soul is pretty logical. And Lord Jiraxis. Does that make any sense at all? Sure, let's play him because it's fun. Alright, so yeah, there we go. Let's try this out. I don't know what to make of this Brawl, necessarily. It seems kind of like the Web Spinner Brawl, where it was mostly luck-based. Overall, I think that was my least favorite Brawl, just because it all came down to the luck of which spells you got, and not so much to which beasts you got off the Web Spinners. Obviously, that made a difference. But it was more about like whether you got the good class spells or the bad ones. I wish they had preset the spells that you got rather than making that random. Got Dank Cena and a bunch of demons. Alright, well, let's mulligan back the demons. Maybe I put too many creatures in this. Although I don't think I did. I think that was just a weird draw. Alright, maybe it was. Warlocks don't really have much to go for face. I mean, there's Soulfire and Dark Bomb, but a lot of the removal is minion only. Like, well, I guess there's Drain Life, but there's Shadow Bolt, Siphon Soul, Mortal Coil. Those are all minion only. Okay, we got 2 Demon Wraths here. I don't see the reason to... I could coin for a Wisp or a Target Dummy, but I don't really see much value in that. Alright, he just straight up makes a Zombie Chow. Okay, well, see. Demon Wrath will not kill the Zombie Chow. But it will give me a random 3-mana minion. I could get a random 1-mana minion and throw Soulfire away. And I'd have to lose a card, of course. Let's go for a life tap. It's a little risky, but I'm not that afraid of this Zombie Chow because it does restore 5 health. So I think I'll wait and see what else he wants to do. Hungry Crab, not the best flip. This unfortunately puts it up to a pretty high health total. It no longer dies to Soulfire. I'd have to finish it off with Mortal Coil. Alright, I'm gonna go for the Demon Wrath here. So I get a random 3-mana minion. Which, oh, it does get damaged. I forgot about that. Yeah, that's pretty stupid. Demon Wrath, not a good card to have, ladies and gentlemen. And here, I think what I'll do is actually coin Soulfire. Just to keep his mana tide alive, I guess. Flame Imp is a pretty good flip off of Soulfire, and throwing away the other Demon Fire I'm not that upset about anyway. He's probably got Holy Novas. That's a really good spell, I think, in this format. And this guy is just like, nope, fuck the format. We're gonna play some minions. Okay, do I go for the Implosion and the risk that this thing will not die? 2/3 chance of it not dying. I don't really see the point of that, because I don't have enough mana then to Mortal Coil. I could actually Power Overwhelming to kill it, but let's Dark Bomb first. I got a Light Well. Okay, so not the greatest flips in the history of time. Do I trade my Flame Imp for this thing? Knowing that a Holy Nova is likely to be coming. I think that's the smart move. Wait, first let's draw cards. Always draw cards first. There's another Dark Bomb. Okay. So yeah, I gotta try to play around Holy Nova because it's such an obvious inclusion in this format. And even this guy, he seems to be playing a totally normal deck. He's probably gonna run Holy Nova. I am gonna have to worry a little bit about my cards. Obviously, drawing an extra card per turn with the totem. If I life tap, it's like 3 extra cards. So my card advantage, I'm gonna have to at some point translate into actual, you know, advantage. Soul Priestess. You have a what's his face? He looks like he does. Yep, Circle of Healing. Wow. So that does kill the target dummy. Hopefully this will stay up for Mortal Coil. What's he pointing at my face? Light of the Naru. I see. That's actually quite clever because it's guaranteed to give you a Light Warden. Alright, well, this is actually okay. So we will Mortal Coil the Soul Priest. The Web Spinner, not a bad flip. Now here, I think, well, I could Drain Life to get a 3, and then Soulfire this to get a 1. I could Implosion to get a 4 and a bunch of Imps and let him have this. Then Holy Nova would sort of be annoying. But I'm getting a 4-mana minion, so yeah, that's probably the way to go. What the heck is this thing? Remember another Foaming Murloc. Oh, wow. Well, would you look at that. So, alright. That's that. My Mana Tide Totem is gone. I have massive card advantage thanks to Life Tap and Mana Tide Totem. Thanks to Zombie Chow, my health is actually not too bad. I've drawn a lot more cards than he has. So he's behind. He needs a Holy Nova here. This thing will survive it, though, which is good. A 2/5. Well, it's not the best. Not the best 4-drop you can get, but not terrible. He plays Piloted Treader number 2, because fuck the format. He heals my Web Spinner. Apparently he doesn't realize that you actually need to provide healing in order for this to gain attack. Void Terror comes along. Well, I don't know if I really need to play this thing. This thing's probably just a stupid idea. Let's go for Bane of Doom. Should we? Yeah, let's just do this. So I get a random demon and a 5-mana minion. Nightblade, not the best flip. Doomguard, pretty good. Pretty good as far as flips go. What is this? Yes, this is the... hello? Oh, he conceded. I don't think this guy got what was happening in this format. Okay, well, that was fun. I kind of like this. It's random, but unlike the Web Spinner thing, you control what cards go in your deck, so it's not, like, too obnoxious if you lose. Should we do another one? How long has this been going? 14 minutes? Alright, let's do one more. So this isn't for either of my daily quests. Delete. This is such a weird interface. I wish you could just put your own decks in there. So we had Warlock, Shaman. I guess Priest would complete the geometric pattern we've got going here. So, okay. Obviously, Holy Smite, Mind Vision, Light of the Naru. Does Inner Fire go in here? I don't think that would make actually any sense. Circle of Healing doesn't seem that good either. Power Word Shield is obvious. Divine Spirit. Okay, we'll try it. That might actually be worth it. Mind Blast goes well here, I think. Resurrect is going to give you something crappy, so I don't think that makes any sense. Shrinkmeister to make Shadow Word Pain active? Nah. Shadow Word Death seems logical. Shadow Form to go more for the face. Thought Steal is obvious. Velen's Chosen's terrific. Wow, this could be pretty good. This is probably bad because the opponent's... Well, I don't know. Is the opponent going to have just only good minions in there? People aren't likely to put many minions in their decks. The ones they have are probably good, but you get a random 4-mana minion and one from their deck? Sure. Mass Dispel? Probably not. Holy Nova, obviously. Shadow Madness, obviously. Holy Fire just to go for the face. And wow, I could do Mind Control, but I don't know if the games are going to go that long. Dang, Priests don't even... Wow, Priests just have so many good spells. You know what? Fuck Divine Spirit. That's yeah, I don't think that's really worth it. Let's get something else in here, like Light Bomb to clear the board. No, because the minion that comes out would be damaged himself. I'll put in 1 Mind Control. I don't think 2 makes much sense. And we'll put in I think my curve is fine with all these ones. Let's put in a single Mass Dispel. Alright, so the Priests, interestingly, have enough good spells that you can just make your whole deck filled with spells. I really don't see the point of putting actual minions in there without doing a lot of intense theory crafting and having an amazing strategic insight into the game. I mean, I don't know. Maybe you could... I guess like something like a Flame Waker if you're a mage and then everything else is a spell, or something that just has so much value. But it seems to me that like getting anything out of a spell plus a random minion is just better than a random minion. Okay, so unfortunately, Shadow Word Death I don't think I want to keep early on. It's not likely to have any targets. In fact, that's probably a mistake to have 2 of in the deck anyway. Yeah. Alright, well, we got Light of the Naru here for a random 1-mana minion and a Light Warden. I'm not going to heal myself because I want to maximize the odds of that actually working. Mind Vision's actually not bad in this format. So I get a random 1. Bloodsail Corsair. Ah, she is running Flame Waker here. Alright, so I'm probably going to play this on turn 3, coin Power Word Shield for some shenanigans. Alright, Frostbolts and get Lorewalker Cho. Now that really makes things interesting. Wow, and it actually came out first. Interesting, so this actually came out before the spell got, so I got a Frostbolt. Well, I think Shadow Word Pain seems quite logical here, so she does get a Shadow Word Pain. But then Lorewalker Cho goes off the grid. I think I could have kept this on for some hilarious antics, but I got a Frostbolt to her Shadow Word Pain. I feel like that's a good trade. Alright, what's she going to play with that? Flame Cannon! Boo! Well, she got this, which is actually going to be pretty good against my Flame Waker. Awkward. Alright, let's Frostbolt this. I feel like that's worth it. And I think Mind Vision's actually worth it too. Or hang on, Power Word Shield. Do I really want to save the Power Word Shield for the Flame Waker? Do I care about that? I think I'd rather just try to keep this thing around and get a creature. Alright, there's another Hungry Crab flip. Okay, Velen's Chosen. Really good in this format. Might even be better than playing Flame Waker. Though, of course, Polymorph will kill off the minion. But Fireball wouldn't be adequate. She has Shadow Word. Oh, right, she had a Shadow Word Pain. I really needed to remember that. And she actually got the same thing I got, Fairy Dragon. Okay. Well, Shadow Madness. Interesting. I could actually use this to kill off her Fairy Dragon. Or I could Flame Wake. The longer I wait with Flame Waker, the better it's going to be. So yeah, let's Shadow Madness. I get a random 4-mana minion. Pit Lord, one of the best things you could possibly hope for, will kill this. And I'm actually not going to hit her Dragon Egg. The reason for that is simply that she might ping this herself. I don't want to do the job for her. I'm going to wait on that a little bit. Mirror Image. Alright, so she gets a random 1 and a couple of things. Polymorph gives her 2-4, which is actually pretty low as far as things go. Now, I really could use a Holy Nova. Don't have one. Mind Games, I just have no idea if it's any good. So, alright, we're going to go Flame Waker. Is that really the best thing? Flame Waker, and I can do what? 1, 2, 3? I get 3 flips off of it? Yeah, I think that's actually worth it. So let's do this. Light of the Naru, unfortunately, I haven't actually been damaged, so that would just be kind of a waste. But alright, let's see what happens. So we get one of her things. Young Priestess isn't bad. She's running Pyroblast. I can actually coin just to, no. Oh, I messed up. There's no good use for Light of the Naru here. I should have just gone for Velen's Chosen. I don't have any good 2-mana things to play. Light of the Naru doesn't work against anything. But I just screwed up terribly by doing this. Alright, well, let's do that. And that. And pass the turn. Shoot, I really screwed up. I don't know why thought this was a big idea. I really should have just done Velen's Chosen, gotten a 3-mana minion and Mind Visioned, and then left this for later. So now I know she has a Pyroblast. I have a Mind Control, which may or may not have any good targets. She draws a couple of cards and flings 2 pieces of damage. Hoping it hits my Young Priestess. It doesn't. That's good. Just gonna kill this off. Makes sense. And pop out an Imp. I'd love a Holy Nova here. That would be really, really great. Oh my god, that's really, really great. Okay, so let's... Holy Nova. Yeah, Holy Nova. Okay. Whoop. Got a 6/3, which is really one of the worst 5-drops you could probably ever hope for, just because this thing's such trash. Again, there's no real use for Light of the Naru. I need to kill the Flame Waker, obviously, because that's a bad card to have in my life. Let's kill that thing. Hungry Crab doing some work. And you know what? I doubt Light of the Naru is going to do any better. Actually, you know what? It will do better. It'll give me a Light Warden later on. I think I'll just leave it alone. Coin might actually end up using to get Pyroblast. Now, I read you can get only 2 things off of Pyroblast, Deathwing or Sea Giant. Deathwing's obviously better, but both seem like they'd be pretty good. She actually uses a Polymorph on that. Gets a pretty weak drop, just another 2/4. Can't say I'm upset about it. Secrets are very good for mages. Hobgoblin is actually not very good in this format because summoned things do not get affected by it, like this Imp, for example. Mind Blast. Alright, well, should I go for the Mind Games? Velen's Chosen would let me kill off the Hobgoblin. Sure, let's do this. Let's make this sheep. Oh wait, oh god, I'm so bad. Oh god, I'm so bad. Of course, I should have checked for Counterspell with the coin. Oh my god, I'm terrible at this game. Had I checked for a Counterspell first with something junky like coin, I would have been in much better shape. Whoops. Well, let's play Mind Games. So I get a random 4 and then something from her deck. I got Mini Mage and a Sorcerer's Apprentice. Okay, sheep doesn't really do much except kill that, and I could actually coin Mind Blast. Sure, let's do it. Target dummy, Mind Blast, Light of the Naru just to get a random 1-mana minion. That seems pretty stupid. That's the turn. Okay, I am playing this horribly. I really screwed up when I played the Flame Waker. Now she just Flame Strikes or Blizzards and wins. I'm amazed. Wow, she really does not have Flame Strike or Blizzard. Well, I got lucky that she didn't draw those. I can't fathom she's not actually playing them. She must be playing them. She actually... Wow. That's an interesting choice here. Well, Holy Fire will kill this, but she does get a Trog. Do I run 2 minions at it to stop her from getting a Trog? I think that actually is what I have to do here. So yeah, we will... Hang on a sec. If I throw in both of these, this dropped to only 3. That's actually good enough. Okay, yeah. So we're going to do this. I don't want her getting a Trog. It seems like a bad thing to allow. Now, Holy Smite still kills this. Gnome. Holy Fire, her face. Down to 14. You know what? I really should just Holy Fire her face. I get a random 6-mana minion, and I'm just going to see. If I hit her face, she's going to die to Pyroblast in 2 turns, and I still don't think anyone's actually playing healing. So I think I'm just going to go for the face like this. Not what you typically expect to do with Priest, but when you're holding on to Pyroblast, things have a way of changing. Alright, now she top-decked Flame Strike. The good news is that it's just a little too late. If she'd had it last turn, it would have been amazing, but this turn I still have a Chillwind Yeti, and... she's really got no way to stop this Pyroblast from killing her unless she's just playing the most epic deck construction ever. Alright, we get an SI Agent, Flame Waker, number 2. Sure, let's do it. Let's go for the Whirling Blades. Any damage on her face could be useful. That's exactly what happens. Alright, we'll go for Light of the Naru just for the extra damage, even though I don't actually get a Light Warden off of it. Bonk. There's no way she can kill me. She'd have to play 2 anti-kill bots just to even have a chance of surviving, and even then I don't think she'd actually win. She Pyroblasts the face. Well played. And that, as they say, is that. No, she didn't let me Pyroblast her face. Come on, let me Pyroblast her face! Yo! Yeah! Okay, cool. Alright, well, thanks for watching, everybody. Hope you enjoyed that. Please like and or subscribe if you did. Apparently, the way to play this is to just fill your deck up with spells. Who would have thought? I will see you again next time. Take care.